Hello, and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 807. The category is TREBEK Trivia number 41. The TREBEK Trivia quizzes are the 21-question trivia quizzes where all the questions come from the television show Jeopardy, but they have been altered slightly so you can answer in the form of an answer, not in the form of a question. Thank you for watching, and good luck. Question number 1. A Spanish word that means table. What is the term used for a flat-topped mountain or hill that is usually a wide, flat, elevated landform with steep sides? That landform is called a mesa. Question number 2. In music, flat is the opposite of sharp, which is a raising of pitch. In musical notation, flat means lower in pitch by one semitone and is notated using a symbol that closely resembles what lowercase English letter? That symbol looks like a lowercase b. Question number 3. Both Lake Placid and Lake Tear of the Clouds, which is the source of the Hudson River, are found in what New York group of mountains whose name is thought to come from the Mohawk word meaning eaters of trees? Those mountains are the Adirondacks. Question number 4. Around 1300 BC, Hercules, Castor and Pollux, Orpheus, and Hylas were among the members of the group that joined Jason on the Argo in search for what well-guarded prize? Jason and the Argonauts were searching for the Golden Fleece. Question number 5. Only 4 chapters into the first book of the Bible, we read about the first murder. What was the name of the victim who was killed in a jealous rage by his own brother? The victim was Abel, killed by his brother Cain. Question number 6. In Lewis Carroll's 1865 book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Alice joined an afternoon tea party at a large table set under a tree that was just outside of what main character's house? That tea party was at the house of the March Hare. Question number 7. When he left active duty military in 1945, he served at the rank of captain. However, what was the name of the man that from 1981 to 1989 served at the highest possible rank of Commander-in-Chief? The U.S. President during the 1980s was Ronald Reagan. Question number 8. Listed as the world's best-selling single of all time in the first ever Guinness Book of Records in 1955, what 1942 song remarkably still holds that title today with more than 50 million copies sold? The answer is White Christmas. Question number 9. Consisting of an inflatable cuff, a measuring unit, and a mechanism for inflation, which may be a manually operated bulb and valve or a pump that's operated electrically, a sphygmomanometer measures what? A sphygmomanometer measures blood pressure. Question number 10. According to the ancient Greek legend, what was the name for the knot that was tied so tightly together that whoever was able to unravel it would become ruler of all Asia? That knot was called the Gordian knot. Question 11. In the Shakespearean play, when Macbeth returns to his guests, he goes to sit at the head of the royal table, but finds the ghost of his brave and noble friend sitting in his chair. What is the ghost's name? The ghost's name is Banquo. Question number 12. In Bobby Gentry's 1967 hit song off her debut album, the mother announces she received news from Choctaw Ridge that Billy Joel McAllister jumped off which bridge? In the Ode to Billy Joe, he jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Question 13. Simply the most quoted naval officer of the American Civil War. What U.S. naval officer is famous for winning the Battle of Mobile Bay, where he is credited with saying, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead"? The answer is Farragut, David Farragut. Question 14. Of the more than 2 billion Muslims in the world, 15% are in the Shiite denomination, while the other 85% belong to what mainstream and more traditionalist branch of Islam? The Shiites are the smaller denomination, the Sunni are the larger denomination. Question number 15. They are just different words for the same thing, and both words refer to the larval stage of both frogs and toads. What is the more common name of a pollywog? The answer is a tadpole. Question number 16. In the 1959 song with the same title, what was the name of the battle where Johnny Horton put cannonballs in a gator's head and powdered his behind, and then after they touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind? The name of the battle and the song was the Battle of New Orleans. Question number 17. When Monopoly was first published by Parker Brothers in 1935, The streets and the properties of the game were based on what popular American city? The original game of Monopoly was based on Atlantic City, New Jersey. Question number 18. Often called the father of rocket science, what was the name of the leading figure in the development of rocket technology in Nazi Germany, who became a pioneer of rocket and space technology in the United States after the war? The answer is Wernher von Braun. Question 19. What is the title of the popular 1952 novel that follows the story of Santiago and begins off the coast of Cuba and then ends on shore 3 days later? That story by Ernest Hemingway is called The Old Man and the Sea. And question 20. What is the name of the marginal Mediterranean Sea of the Atlantic Ocean that lies between Europe and Asia, whose name is said to allude not to its dark water, but its deadly storms? That is called the Black Sea. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. Check back tomorrow. We'll be doing a Friday night pub quiz. That's the 21 question trivia quiz, similar to TREBEK TRIVIA, although a little more random and they're not really easier, but they're more like the type of questions you'd get at a live pub quiz at a bar or at a party, or, that kind of atmosphere. TREBEK TRIVIA is random trivia, but I feel like that show was made for a little bit smarter people or a little bit better at trivia anyway, so TREBEK TRIVIA is a good midway between Friday night pub quiz and Brainy Tuesday. TREBEK's usually right there in the middle, so fun to play, but also a good learning experience. Hopefully you guys feel the same way about it. Anyways, Brainy Tuesday this week did really good. Friday night pub quiz usually does really good. TREBEK Trivia on Thursday isn't as good as those two, so I'm not sure. It seems like it would be a good right in between, but I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe people don't associate TREBEK Trivia with good trivia outside of America. I'm not sure how many different countries get to watch Jeopardy, but not important. Moving on, question 21 is going to be a long one, so I'm going to give you a little extra time. It's not a long one, you might just have to count them on your hands. Question 21, the tiebreaker. Including states like North Dakota and South Carolina, how many total U.S. states have two-word names? So count North Dakota and South Carolina and figure out how many total U.S. states have two-word names. You shouldn't have to take your shoes off. You should be able to count it on all your fingers. In fact, it should take up exactly the number of fingers that you have. The answer is 10. 10 states have two words. North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, New Hampshire, New York, New Mexico, New Jersey, and the one that always trips people up, Rhode Island. Thank you for watching. Check back tomorrow for a Friday night pub quiz, and see you later.